The United Nations says it will deepen its partnership with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, to promote Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The organization also said it would work closely with the agency in the fight against the spread of fake news. Director of UN Information Center, UNIC, Nigeria, disclosed this in an interactive meeting with the managing director of NAN, Malam Ali Muhammad Ali, in Abuja. He also commended NAN for having a correspondent at the UN headquarters with focus on SDGs, known as the Media Compact on Sustainable Development.
There are a number of initiatives, but there is one initiative I want to introduce to you. The UN Secretary General has mobilized media networks around the world to support our work on sustainable development goals. So we have a number of media organizations that have signed a compact with the UN Secretary General, and we call it the Sustainable Development Goals Media Compact. And we have organizations from around the world. If you look at channels like Al Jazeera, and you find them doing a lot of stories on climate change, on all these things, partly because they are part of our global network. So it means they get a lot of content from us, but also we work closely with them on those issues. So I've come to interest you in maybe NAN joining this, our global network, if you feel this is something that it helps that you are in that global network to receive and generate content, and part of the global discussion and the media around the coverage on sustainable development goals. It would be good that NAN is part of it, and if you feel it's something you may want to be part of, I can provide you more documentation, and it is managed by our colleagues in New York, so I will just give you documentation, and then the Secretariat people will take you on. Now we have another initiative. We call it the Code of Conduct on Information Integrity. One of the challenges, the challenge we have with misinformation, fake news, false news as some people call it, hate speech, disinformation is a big concern at the United Nations. And the Secretary General is mobilizing media organizations, because the media is very crucial when it comes to this mis and disinformation. For instance, when I see a story that I don't really trust, if I see that it is from NAN, I feel comfortable that maybe this is authentic.
In his remarks, NAN MD expressed his concern about the spread of fake news, stressing the need for collaboration to tackle the scourge.
Yes, we are all worried about the rise of fake news and how fake news, subjective news, have collectively compromised journalism over time. You begin to wonder what is real, what is fake.
Yeah.
And with the impending dawn of artificial intelligence, that makes everything doubly worrisome. So here you have a ready partner in the News Agency of Nigeria. This is also another conversation we want to have, how we can help all of us to at least save reality the way we understand it and promote reality. Now you don't know what is true, what is fake. Yeah. AI can generate images, audios,
yes,
and presented as gospel truth. And with the world becoming increasingly a global village, an agency like ours cannot afford to go with the rest of the senseless crowd. What I mean senseless crowd, what is found very expressed in the even mainstream media. We've seen instances where mainstream media actually take content directly from social media. We've seen instances where, like you said, the networks, the major networks, BBC is being cloned,
yes,
and then news presented to gullible consumers as the gospel truth. So thank you very much for this visit and for these offers. It's something we look forward to, and I hope that this will be the first of several visits between your office and the News Agency of Nigeria. And feel free anytime, and we'll be knocking on your doors from time to time. And whatever training opportunities there are by the UN, consider the News Agency of Nigeria at all times, because like we said, we like to collaborate. How much more a global agency like the UN coming to knock to offer this very attractive partnership, so to say.